Good afternoon. I'm Rich Morley, Director of American Leadership Academy. I'll be your Master of Ceremonies tonight. Graduation is a significant milestone in the lives of our students and their outstanding accomplishment for 12 years of hard work. Before we begin this ceremony, let me remind you to silence your cell phones and be courteous to those around you by refraining from talking aloud. We have left a section in the middle row for parents taking pictures of their graduate. Tonight's graduation is being recorded and will be uploaded to the ALA YouTube channel. Thank you. Without further ado, members of the board and faculty and staff, parents, families, loved ones, and friends, please stand for the procession of the graduating class of 2022. and staff to please rise. We would like to recognize them for their hard work in helping our students achieve their academic success. Thank you. If everyone would remain standing for our national anthem sung by the graduating seniors of the ALA Evolution.
If they do, what do they do next year if there's no one? Sound like it's part of it. I don't think they see it.
You may be seated. Today we celebrate the accomplishments and academic achievements of the class of 2022. You made it. You've overcome a lot, but you're here. You know, the amazing thing is all of you have learned a great deal over the last several years. You've been through a lot, a pandemic, and then coming back. Some of you have learned how to work hard. Others have learned how to work the system. But regardless, we're all here, and we're here to recognize your accomplishments and to honor you and congratulate you for work well done. We will next hear from a member of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Eric Hokanson, followed by faculty member Jackenzie Jones, after which we will have a special musical number, Don't You, sung by Taya Westcott, our vocal sterling scholar. Dr. Eric Hokanson began his professional career in the construction industry. After 10 years of construction, Dr. Hokanson knew he wanted to help people build better lives through better health. In 1993, he completed his doctorate in medicine at the University of Calgary and never looked back. Dr. Hokanson has been the Chief of Staff at Columbia Mountain View Hospital, a board member of Utah Valley Physicians Network, and a member of the Intensive Care Unit Committee. Dr. Hokanson is presently the Medical Director of Maple Creek Home Care and Hospice, Medical Director of Parkway Health Center in Payson, and Clinical Adjunct Professor of Medicine at Rocky Vista University College of Osteopathic Medicine. Chief of Family Medicine at Mountain View Hospital, a partner and medical provider in Spanish Fork Clinic, and board member of American Leadership Academy. Dr. Hokanson's love of learning can be seen in his continued education, teaching third and fourth year medical students and working as a member of American Leadership Academy board since 2005. Please welcome Dr. Hokanson.
One spring I was working in my yard when I looked up and noticed a group of about a dozen birds high in the sky, riding a thermal in circular pattern just here in the south. The group moved closer, but continued at such an altitude that I could barely see them. As they came overhead, I grabbed my binoculars and saw that they were bald eagles with their white heads and massive wingspan. They weren't flapping their wings like ducks and geese, but just gliding effortlessly on the current. I'd never witnessed the migration of bald eagles before. I was surprised at how high they flew. This majestic bird is a symbol of our country and of ALA. As I consider the proud eagle, it's funny to note Benjamin Franklin wrote that the bald eagle is a bird of bad moral character. He does not get his living honestly. He's too lazy to fish for himself. Franklin wrote that in comparison to the bald eagle, the turkey is a much more respectable bird and we'll call a true original Native American. He is, besides, though a little vain and silly, a bird of courage. I'm glad our founding fathers chose the bald eagle that soars at great height to be the national symbol of America, not the turkey, which, despite its wings, can't make it off the ground. Not long ago, I was as you are. At the commencement of your adulthood, you are flooded with limitless possibilities. My mother told me I could do anything. Not knowing anything different, I believed her. I grew up in a village of 500 in Canada where everyone were farmers. When my wife met me, I was a carpenter. I told her I was going to be a doctor. Her response was, yes dear, whatever you say. She married a carpenter and liked my enthusiasm, but didn't really believe me. But a couple of years later, I was taking her north to Canada to medical school. Years later, I had 3 wonderful children and found out that my youngest was severely dyslexic, and I learned that I was too. His dyslexia made it so that he couldn't learn to read using standard methods. We found a wonderful tutor who quickly taught him things that no one else was able to. Sadly, his second grade teacher wasn't willing to provide the accommodations he needed to continue learning. So we looked for a better place to teach our son. We found a group of people who wanted to build a scholarly, creative, and exciting environment that students will want to experience. These were the founding members of ALA. My wife and I volunteered to help. In response, they asked me to be chairman of the board. And yes, the name of our tutor, Ms. Julie L. Davis. I am not any different than you. I was young and naive and completely unaware of the harshness of life, having been raised by good parents. You can do anything. Nothing is impossible. You can achieve greatness that will surprise everyone but your mother. You can succeed at whatever you can imagine. You are not turkeys. You are eagles, and it is time to soar.
On behalf of all the teachers at American Leadership Academy, I can confidently say congratulations, class of 2022. We are proud of you. Along with your friends and families, we are your biggest fans. You have grown up and left an impact on us that cannot be replaced. This year's graduation theme, Soaring to New Heights, describes the class of 2022 perfectly. The word soar means to increase rapidly above the usual level, and you have done just that. Over the past 12 years while you have been in school, you have endured many changes in our world. Wars, illnesses, pandemics, Olympic world records, technological advancements. You even started kindergarten when the first iPad came out. Yes, that means your parents are getting old. Today, as you graduate, we have robotic surgeries, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, gene editing, and much, much more. Our world has soared to new heights with you in it. You have the power and ability to help our society soar to new heights in ways we communicate, connect, and live. It is exactly what you have done this past year and what you will continue to do in your life. Sitting before me, I see accomplished athletes, artists, scholars, mechanics, and plain old kind humans. I also see numerous future engineers, artists, actors, inspirational speakers, interior designers, athletes, medical professionals, hair, costume, and makeup designers, and much, much more. As you soar to new heights, you will have the opportunity to make an impact on those around you. James E. Faust said, quote, "You can do something for another person that no one else ever born could do," end quote. Don't take that responsibility lightly. You have impacted your peers, your teachers, your families, your coworkers, and your friends. You have shown your ability to make a difference in other people's lives, so keep it up. Take that amazing ability you have to make an impact on others and use it. Continue to change the world. Make the big moves. Step outside of your comfort zone and always believe in yourself and in others. You are the author of your own life story. Really, you are the main character in that story, so make sure it's a good one. I am honored as a teacher at ALA to be the only health teacher, therefore I have the opportunity to teach 98% of you. And you may remember that in my class, anytime anyone does something absolutely amazing, we give them 2 claps. It goes something like this. You do something amazing, I say 2 claps for so-and-so, ready, and then we clap, clap. So, I would like, as an audience, for us to give 2 claps to the class of 2022. Here's how it will work. I will say 2 claps for the class of 2022. Ready? And then we will clap twice, okay? So, 2 claps for the class of 2022. Ready? Excellent. Way to be absolutely amazing, class of 2022. Thank you.
That's good enough. High school is really hard, but I'm sure every single one of you can think of a moment that made it a little bit worth it that you probably don't want to forget. This is dedicated to those moments. And hey, if you know it, sing along. Down way? Or will you walk on by? Come on and call my name. Will you call my name? I say la 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 la
I would like to take just a moment before I move to the next part, and I would like to just have all of the students that have that are graduating with their associate's degree. Would you please stand up? Okay, stay standing. Now, would all of the students that have graduated with a career pathway certificate stand up? MTech, yep. Now, any of you students that have taken more than 2 college classes in high school, would you please stand up? Thank you. You may be seated. I just wanted to give all of you a feel for the great accomplishments that these students have made over the last 4 years as they have been preparing and as they've overcome challenges and obstacles due to the pandemic and other things. They're succeeding, achieving, and excelling. That made picking the next 2 contestants quite challenging. We've had an outstanding group of students this year. I am proud to present to you the valedictorian and the salutatorian for the graduating class of 2022. These outstanding and well-rounded students embody an impressive breadth of knowledge and pride of personal character. They have demonstrated a strong dedication to their academics and responsibility of being an ALA Eagle, all while remaining committed to their extracurricular activities and other outside obligations. Clark Rowley, you ready to stand, Clark? Clark Rowley is our valedictorian. He is the 2022 student body president this year. He also graduates with his associate's degree from UVU and earned a seal of biliteracy in Spanish. He is the instrumental music Sterling Scholar and performs as a member of the Lyceum Philharmonic, a prestigious youth orchestra. If we can have Aiden Anderson stand. Aiden Anderson is American Leadership Academy's salutatorian. Aiden Anderson is an American Leadership Academy salutatorian. He graduates with a 4.0 GPA from both ALA and UVU with his associate's degree. He is the ALA Math Sterling Scholar, student body vice president, and works as a CNA. He is the cross-country Region 15 champion. Congratulations. We will first hear from Clark Rowley and then Aiden Anderson.
Mom, can you hear me?
can't hear me?
Talk louder.
All right, how's that? Better? All right. All right, let's see how this goes. Imagine two athletes sprinting neck and neck as they raced down the last 100 meters of the track in the U.S. Olympic qualifiers race. Seconds stretch to endless moments as each desperately fights for this final spot on the Olympic team. Pounding step after pounding step, faster and faster, these athletes race with everything they have. Suddenly, in the blink of an eye, the smallest misplacement of the foot finds one contestant plunging to the track in painful heat. He lays there defeated. He knows he's already lost. As for the second contestant, his success is guaranteed. All he must do is ignore his fallen opponent and maintain his pace through the finish. But he turns to face his fallen opponent. He knows that his opponent must feel crushed. He tripped and now it's over. Recognizing this, the athlete feels compassion and does the unthinkable. His strong hand reaches down to grasp the hand of his opponent and gently helps him from the ground. Bruised and sore from his fall, the recovering contestant leans on his fellow competitor as they cross the finish together. Why do I share this? Because I've had moments as the fallen contestant. High school in all of its facets was difficult. I felt the hopelessness and humility of failure and the pain of inadequacy. We all take turns with our hands and knees on the track, heads bowed, thinking it's over. But I know you, and you are the competitors. You understand innately that there is value in winning the race. You understand that to win, you must push your hardest and give nothing less than your best. More importantly, however, you realize there is joy in winning the race as your opponent lays physically and mentally. There is no joy in winning the race as your opponent lays physically and mentally broken on the track. You know that to truly win the race, your opponent must also cross the finish. And you showed that to me all throughout high school. Helen Keller once said that she would rather walk with a friend in the dark than alone in the light. Every time I saw him, Canyon Gardner would say hello to me in the halls, on my good days and my bad days. Why? Because he knows that his success is not dependent on my failure. His happiness is not dependent on my misery. We can both cross the finish. Justin Pedersen is one of the kindest people I know. He did not get so focused on his finish line that he missed the stumbling of those around him. His kind of kindness is priceless, and he knows we can all cross the finish. When Tucker Daniel found himself hospitalized with a major concussion, not one of you used the accident to surpass or undermine his positions in show choir, dance, as a friend, or in any other capacity. No, you worried for him, checked in on him, and helped him get back to speed on anything he'd missed. This is what it means to win the race. You were willing to reach out your hand to help a fallen teammate cross the finish. Wherever you end up this year and all throughout your life, I hope you all recognize the good in yourselves. I hope you discover that success is not found as the sole contestant crossing a finish line, but side by side with your fellow teammates, even if that means pausing a moment to offer a gentle hand. Let me put it succinctly in case you missed it. You are the athletes. This race is life. We are running this race, but it becomes so much easier to do it when we are not running it alone. If you wanted entertainment, I hope you found it in the story. If you wanted inspiration, I hope you found it among all of you. If you wanted a new way of living, I hope you found it in your heart. Class of 2022, congratulations, we did it. Are you guys ready? On your mark. Get set. 7. There's always a quiet anticipation as I wait to hear the gun shot that starts a cross-country race. I can almost hear the drumming of my heart above the steady breaths of my competition. Bang. The crack of the gun electrifies my veins as I take off in a flurry of adrenaline and guts. Immediately, the natural bottleneck of the course confines me against my competitors as we try to fit into an ever-tightening trail. I can feel the breathing of the kid behind me on the back of my neck. Already my muscles begin to express the need for more oxygen. I sense the beginning of lactic acid build up in my legs. Overwhelmed by the sounds of hundreds of pounding feet and lost in the chaos of the race, I begin to feel small. Can I really do this? I remember my training, day after day, grueling preparation. I felt pain then, I feel it now. I knew it would come, and yet, as I run it, I seem to discover it for the first time. Yet, lost in these thoughts, the race is thinned. No longer carried by the forward momentum of the start, each step becomes my own.
I consciously choose to continue. To put one foot in front of the other. Can it really be worth it? I look down. My legs are methodical, consistent. They scream for attention, but they still move. My foot goes down and I push forward again and again. How can I do this? One foot in front of the other, it seems miraculous. I begin to feel pressure in my skull with each step. Colorful explosions seem to light my brain on fire. It seems too much to hear, but I focus again. My foot goes down and I push forward. Again, again. One foot in front of the other. It'll soon be over. Sweat drips into my eyes and suddenly I'm blinded. The burning of my eyes are matched only by the intense heat of the sun. Deprived of vision, I focus again on the sound of footsteps, one after another, one foot in front of the other. It is all that keeps me going. I do not know if I can finish the race. The pain is so hard to bear. I can no longer see the finish or judge its distance. I continue only because I know that each step, each agonizing, intentional step will bring me closer to my goal. One foot in front of the other until I finish the race. One foot in front of the other, my mind clears and suddenly it's quiet. Determination to preserve becomes the oxygen my starving muscles require. A voice from deep inside me tells me that I can do this. One foot in front of the other. The pain is pervasive and strong, yet I know I will finish. One foot in front of the other. Every fiber of my being wants to quit, yet I know I will finish. One foot in front of the other. I know this will not be the last race, but for now, this is the only thing that matters. We can do this race. We don't know when it will end. We don't know how much harder it will become, but we've been here before. We finished a race recently. A race called high school, and today we crossed the finish line. There will come times in our life that seem to be too much to bear. It's inevitable. I promise if you can only find strength for each next step, you will find your way to the end. The best part of the race is the finish. We feel so good crossing the line because we know it is finally over and we know we've made it. Today, graduation is our finish line, and it feels so good because of what it means to complete this race. Each of our races will be unique and personal, but for each of us, they will be very rewarding. If we can only find the courage to put one step, one foot. Congratulations, class of 2022. It's been an honor to run with you.
Now presenting the senior gift is Senior Class President Tanner Thompson and Senior Class Vice President Olivia Peterson, after which the graduating class will stand and sing the ALA fight song.
Good evening, ALA. Today is Thursday, May 26, 2022. I'm excited to be able to speak to you tonight and highlight some of the amazing accomplishments that our class has achieved over the last school year. The first thing, I have been fortunate enough to be the senior class president this year. And the first thing I've heard every time someone hears that I am is, ooh, you're in charge of the class reunions. And if there's anything I've learned from doing college and high school at the same time, it's how to procrastinate and get away with it. So you can expect our class reunions every 6 and 11 years. Just kidding, maybe. This has truly been a historic year for our school. We have 18 students graduating with their associate's degrees before this graduation. Our baseball team placed second in the state and set another record for our school, led by 8 seniors. Dance received the highest score of their entire competition twice. We had basketball make it to the quarterfinals. Drama placed first in the region and 5th in the state for overall sweepstakes points. 22 superior medals and a first place win in classical scenes. We had a senior place first in the region for cross country, we just heard from him, and we had a wrestling state champion and placements in the top 4 at state. Our competitive spirits have driven each other to do better and be better all throughout the year and all throughout our high school and elementary and junior high experience. It's my hope that as we soar to these new heights, which has been our goal for this year, that we can soar above the contingents and pitfalls of daily life, and we can be the best individuals that we can be. Our senior class gift serves as a reminder of this, soaring to new heights. I'd like to invite Olivia Peterson, my vice president, out here to help me introduce that.
We have painted a mural on the back of the football bunker. It can be seen driving on Sophomore Road. It depicts eagle wings and the words "Soar to New Heights" to remind all future classes of the simple message we highlighted this year: to do better and to be better. This mural was a labor of love, similar to my high school experience. It took many hours in the heat, with a blinding white wall reflecting the sun into our eyes, but throughout school, I was, and we all were faced with trials and hardships that we persevered through. Just as the mural was hard to figure out, high school was as well. It's easy to get caught up in the frustrations and high school life provides. But if we keep pushing forward with the end goal in mind, we can achieve great and beautiful things like the senior mural. In the end, we completed something beautiful, and I'm glad that we have the mural as a representation of our hard work. Within the feathers, all seniors have written their names as a reminder of the historic impact that our class has left on the school.
I've attended ALA since kindergarten, and Olivia's attended since first grade. And we've learned a love for service and leadership throughout our whole experience here. Our involvement in student government has truly shaped the individuals that we are today. However, I know that this is the case for many of us. With leadership opportunities in different clubs and organizations throughout our school, we have had opportunities to grow as individuals and increase our leadership skills. The addition of leadership classes to our graduation requirements may seem excessive at first, but I have seen from personal experience that they're very beneficial and a great way to increase the character of every individual at our school. There truly is a reason that our school is called American Leadership Academy, and I'm proud to be an alumni just as we all should be. We're very proud to be class of 2022 graduates, and we are so grateful for the opportunity we've had to be your presidency. I know I speak for both of us when I say we are excited to see where you all end up. I know we're a very ambitious class, and I know that there are great things in store for each and every one of us. Well, that's all we have for today. Have a great last day at ALA.
Will the graduating class of 2022 please stand? Dr. Holgerson, members of the Board of Trustees, I am proud to present to you the graduating class of 2022 and recommend them to receive their diplomas of graduation from American Leadership Academy.
Upon your recommendation, on behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, it is my honor to receive the ALA graduating class of 2022.
To signify your graduation, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Graduates, please be seated and follow the instructions given previously to you to receive your diplomas in an orderly manner. Family members and guests, I ask that you please remain in your seats during the presentation of the diploma. This will ensure that all of our audience members have unobstructed views. Mrs. Smith is taking pictures of each of the graduates. We also ask that you hold your applause until all of the graduates have been called to ensure all graduates' names will be heard. I invite high school principal Stephanie Wiedeker and Dr. Hokinson to take their places alongside me on the platform. Vice Principal Mr. Tim Shees will read the names of each senior, their hopes and aspirations for the future. Mr. Shees.
Raleigh. After graduation, our first graduate is Clark Raleigh. After graduation, Clark plans to serve a mission and then go to BYU majoring in mechanical engineering. Aiden Anderson. Aiden Anderson wants to offer his thanks to his family for their love and support, and also Nina Peck. After graduation, he plans to serve a mission and later attend BYU. Tanner Thompson. Tanner would like to thank his parents, family, and friends for supporting him and loving him along the way. And after graduation, he plans to attend BYU. Olivia Peterson. Miranda Avila Ramos. Ada Broadbent. Ada will be attending SUU on a full tuition, and she wants to thank her momsicle and popsicle. Elizabeth Carroll. Elizabeth wants to thank her teachers, coaches, and family for their help and guidance for the past 4 years, and will be attending UVU for elementary education. Josue Gamboa Perkasvicki. Eviana Hill. Eviana would like to thank all the people that helped and supported her, and she plans to attend UVU with a major of dance and ballet emphasis. Blake Huff. Blake would like to thank his mom and dad and brothers. After graduation, he plans to serve a mission. Jordan Johnson. Peyton McClure. Peyton will be attending UVU in the fall and majoring in physics. Abram Quist. Levi Smith.
Yeah, Levi!
Cambria Stevenson. Cambria plans to attend USU in the fall and study psychology. Ethan Ward. Lexi Webster. Lexi will be attending BYU on a half scholarship and majoring in mechanical engineering. Zach Webster. Zach will be serving a mission in the Philippines and then attending BYU to study business. Rye Pryor. Monson Anderson. Monson plans to serve a mission in Brazil and then following his mission attend UVU followed by USU. Julian Benetti. Hallie Cook. Hallie is graduating with her MA from MTech, and she will attend Utah Tech and study nursing. Daniel Gorlado. Daniel would like to thank his parents and all those that believed in him, and he is going to finish his automotive at MTech and pursue a career in automotive industry. Emily Gutierrez. Elizabeth Henry. Elizabeth plans to attend SUU and go on a mission. Kyler Middlebrook. Andrew Nielsen. Jack O'Donnell.
Yeah, Jack! Yeah, Jack!
Carter Olson. And Carter plans to continue pursuing a career in diesel and automotive technician. Josefina Ramirez Munoz. Kendall Rasmussen. Trey Rasmussen. Lailani Tukuaku. Lailani plans to attend UVU and major in theater. Rebecca Zambrano Ruiz. Jason Cuthill. Brock Dix. Lila Donaldson. Lila wants to thank her teachers for helping her get here today, and she will be attending Utah Tech University in the fall, majoring in psychology. Henry Elkington. Ian Frost. Canyon Gardner. Canyon would like to thank all those who have helped him develop, and he plans to serve a mission and then attend SUU. Jeremiah Gay. Jeremiah would like to thank everyone in the choir, and he plans to take a year off before going on a mission. Nicole Grant. Shelby Huff. Shelby plans to attend Dawson Community College in Montana this fall. Brenda Mendez Ortega. Brenda would like to thank her mother and Caroline for putting up with her, and plans to spend the summer working hard. Jager Nelson. Jager wants to thank all the boys from high school for helping him make the best years of his life, and plans to attend UVU. Justin P. Pedersen. Addison Perry. Addison plans to continue dancing and return to nursing school. Lucy Petit. Jalen Reed. Sky Saxton. Ashton Short. Ashton would like to thank her family and teachers for all the help and support, and plans to attend MTech to become certified in radiology. Lexi Talbot. Lexi would like to thank her family for being there and supporting her, and will be attending Berklee College of Music in Boston this fall. Lexi Wall. Charlie Wardle. Charlie would like to thank her teachers and her family, especially her mom and dad, for supporting her through school, and is planning to take a year off before attending Weaver. Taya Westcott. Zachary Bergquist. Mariah Carter. Matthew Casperson. Matthew would like to thank his wonderful parents and family and teachers who have helped him, and he plans to serve a mission and then go to BYU. Dustin Christensen. Tucker Denkin. Madison Gifford. Madison would like to thank her parents and coach for all the support and opportunities and plans to attend college for architecture. Melissa Guzman. Sky Hunt. Sky would like to thank her very supportive family and boyfriend and Mr. Hegseth for all their love and support, and plans to attend University of Utah to study criminology. Yeah. Braden Johnson. Marin Lees. Elizabeth Marion. Elizabeth would like to thank her parents and family for pushing her to work hard in school and plans to attend UVU. Riker Mason. Riker would like to thank his parents for supporting him throughout high school and plans to finish his associate's degree before moving on to medical school. Michael McKellar. Ashton Pratt. Brenda Sanchez. Brenda plans to go to UVU and get her general classes done before transferring to BYU. Ravi Singh. Ben Walker. Addison Walters. Addison would like to thank everyone that has supported her over the last 4 years, especially everyone in the ALA choir, and plans to attend Utah Valley University. Enzo Allred. J.R. Anderson. Melissa Arejo. Joshua Atwood. Jesus Avelos. Lucy Powerfine. Kylie Brooks. Kylie plans to travel to Germany during her summer break and volunteer, and in the fall return to Utah to earn a degree in anthropology. Brendan Callahan. Lucas Carrillo. Lucas would like to thank all of his teachers for the help that they gave him in high school. Alonzo Contreras. Jared Chan. Jared would like to thank ALA, his mom, dad, Mr. Perez, Mr. Lewis, and the Garcias and Mr. Chan. Shelly Fausto. Bruno Concha Frank. Bruno would like to thank all the people who pushed him through high school and plans to take a year off before hopefully getting into the medical field. Edmund Cordero Castro. Edvin wants to thank all his family, friends, and teachers and coaches for making this happen and plans to attend UVU. Ephraim Cornejo. Alice Davis. Alice would like to thank her parents and teachers for helping and pushing her to get where she is today. Eric Ellison. Xavier Ian Estes. Morgan Fleenor. Ashley Fulmer. Adam Getz. Isaiah All. Jacoby Hamilton. Skylar Hansen. Savannah Haskell. Jason Cole Hawley. Duncan Henstra. And Duncan plans to go on an LDS mission. Samuel Heffler. Samuel would like to thank his family and friends. Samuel would like to thank his family. Ian Hopkinson. Isaac House. Isaac would like to thank all of his teachers who made sure he graduated in the school for the opportunities they provided and plans to serve a mission after school. Coy Isaacson. Kristen Jensen. Michael Johnson. Nicholas LeBaron. Emily McRaney. Sarah Mendez. Mendoza. Adam Moore. Lali Navarez. Claire Packard. Slade Pia. Tyrell Robertson. Melanie Rodriguez. Liberty Simons. Zachary Simons. Brittany Smith. Elida Spute. Annika Tanner. Zane Thronton. Kyler Westergaard. Kadri Wignoff. Cameron Wright. Justina Zane. Jennifer Lopez.
Will the audience please rise? This concludes the graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. Congratulations, seniors. Soar to new heights. Please rise. It's time, if you'd like, for the ceremonial throwing of your cap. Thank you and be safe. Have a great evening, everyone. Seniors, hey, seniors, you may have noticed that there's nothing inside that sleeve. If you want your real certificate, it's behind the stage.